Hey guys, happy Friday! So tonight we're having pizza. And I just finished a 3-day cleanse, so I kind of wanted to make it a little cleaner and didn't want to binge and go all out since I'm feeling super healthy and I wanted to keep that going. And plus cauliflower pizza crust is actually super delicious. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's not a ton of steps, but it's more than I normally do, so hopefully I get them all in here. I'll try and be able to show you what's going on. Hopefully you can see everything. Alright, so you start off with your cauliflower. You're gonna want, I need a better piece, one sec. All you really need off your cauliflower is the tops. You don't need the stems. You can either grate it or you can use a food processor. I just grate it. So you can just grate it like this and it makes a mess. I'll warn you, it kind of shoots everywhere. So you grate your cauliflower and you want to get about a cup. I used about a cup per pizza. So you do this, or you use a food processor, or I think you can actually buy little bits of it, but you're just going to get like this little bit of like cauliflower. It's kind of like rice. So you don't want to, if you use a food processor, you don't want to process it so much that it turns into puree. You want like little bits of cauliflower, so it's kind of like cauliflower rice. Alright, so you get about a cup of that, and then put it in a microwave safe bowl. Pop it in the microwave for 5 minutes, cook it. You don't need to add water or anything. Just cook it how it is. So you got that cooked. Then dump your cauliflower into a bowl, and you're going to start making your crust. I'm going to take this off because it's loud. I'll put it over here. So you got this. Then you're going to add about the same amount of mozza cheese. So around a cup. I'm probably a little less, I think. You don't really need a cup. So mix that in there. You're going to beat up 1 egg. Mix that in there as well. Then you're going to season it. So I use oregano. I don't measure anything really, so season to taste. Oregano, onion powder, some salt, garlic powder, and pepper. That's what I'm using. And then you just mix it all up. So mix that all together. It kind of turns into this big goopy glob. You want to pass me that pan? Alright, so you get it all mixed together. This little blob will be your crust, I promise. Thanks, JB. Then, if you have parchment paper, put parchment paper down. I usually do, but I ran out, so I wish you guys could see my head, too. But, I guess not. So, you're gonna have to spray the shit out of it, and it still will stick a bit, but it still worked out for me, so if you have, like I said, parchment paper is the way to go. Spray it. Take your glob out. That is your crust. Put this down so you can see. Hopefully, you can kind of see. Alright, it's really, like, right now, it's not going to stick together really. You just sort of, like, put it on here, and you're just going to, like, pat it all out. Just form it into your crust shape. Ooh, it's making a gross noise. Okay, this one's a little smaller because I was at the end of my cauliflower. I had 2 heads, like medium-ish, smaller heads of cauliflower, and I got about 3 little pizzas out of that. Okay, so you squish it all out into your nice little dough shape. So that's your crust before it goes in the oven. Then you are going to set the oven for 450 and you're going to bake it for 15 minutes. Hold on, I need this. So once it's done, this is what it looks like after it's been baked. So it looks so good. Now you're going to top it. I don't have pizza sauce. I'm using this Primavera vegetable It's got a bunch of veggies in it, but it's delicious. From Superstore. So glob that on. And, like, of course, top it with whatever toppings you and your fam jam like. So spread that around. Then I'm going to put a little bit of matzo. This is a grater, JB. You know? Right beside me? Awesome. Putting my cheese on first, because I don't know. I just want cheese. Spread that around. Then, my favorite kind of pizza is mushroom and bacon. So I sort of cook the mushrooms up a little bit, because once you put your pizza back in, you only have to broil it for like a couple minutes. So if you have veggies like mushrooms or peppers, they kind of take longer to cook, or onion, you're probably going to want to saute them a little bit first. So spread your mushrooms or whatever toppings you want on there. Then I'm using chicken bacon. So I cooked that up beforehand too. Whenever I make stuff like bacon, or like if I can bake stuff in the oven, then I'm all for it. I freaking hate standing in front of the oven like frying and cooking stuff. So I always, like, if I'm prepping bacon or making it for meals, even chicken bacon and turkey bacon, just put it on a pan and do it at 400 for 10 minutes aside about. It could be a little less, you'll just have to watch it, but it's so much easier than standing there and frying it and frying it and frying it. So there, we have our mushroom bacon pizza. Now all we gotta do is broil it. So once it's broiled, pop it in the oven, 2-3 minutes, and there you go. I don't know if you can see this now, but you have cauliflower crust, delicious pizza. This one's kind of like sat there while I cooked, so it's colder, and I don't have any cut. Do you have a knife? But there you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that helps. And it is super delicious. I've had this before. I just haven't made it in forever. But if you love pizza like I do, and you just need a little bit healthier version or a gluten-free version, then this is the way to go. So thanks for tuning in.